my loves, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading. This one is all about a message from your spirit guides, what they want you to know, what they want to tell you at this time. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards, and then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for a message from your spirit guides. I also want you guys to know that you are not bound by this, you are not fated by this, you have free will and you can change anything at any time, my love. And if you guys like to choose with crystals below these cards, let's pop some crystals on here. All right, my love, so if you guys like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. So over here we have some malachite, and then we have some aqua aura quartz, and then over here we have some agate in the shape of a geode, and then we have an amethyst in the shape of a merkaba, and then over here we have some angel aura quartz. So take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards, and then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find that timestamp that's linked to your specific card. Then you can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for your message from your spirit guides. So with that being said, without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, a message from your spirit guides. So let's hop right into it. Ooh! So pile 1, we have Imperfect Harmony, Waking the Lion, Fairy Magic, and Labyrinth as our first few cards that come out over here. I am noticing quite a couple different things. This is honestly a very powerful message. We also, okay, this number 11 right here, guys, and this number 19, this is a lot of 1 energy. You add 1 and 9 together, it equals a 10, which breaks down into a 1 with numerology. We also have 11, which is a master number 11. There's just so much 1 energy happening over here in this reading for you guys, and it's interesting because you guys also picked pile number 1. So this is all about like really starting to put your goals into action. This is about starting something brand new, birthing a new idea, also being the pioneer of like a new thing coming out. So it's you guys taking the lead. This is like leadership kind of stuff. And the fact that we have Waking the Lion and Imperfect Harmony, I really think that this is a inspirational message from your guides that say, go begin that project, go put that thing out there. If you guys have been working on something for a while, it is now time to put it out there. You don't need to be a perfectionist or anything like that. They're saying that this is already in perfect harmony. Whatever it is that you guys are inspired to do or inspired to act upon, they're like supporting this. They're like clapping for you. They're like, this is go time, baby. This is time to put those projects and those ideas into action. It's time to put them out there. It's time to get them out there, make that website, write that book, do whatever it is that you guys are wanting to do. They are just absolutely cheering you on and wanting you to know that there's also going to be an audience for whatever it is that you are about to put out there. You already have that audience. This is in perfect harmony. There's alignment with this. They are encouraging you to step up with your confidence, okay? So Waking the Lion, this is waking that inner motivation, waking that inner roar to just speak up about something, put something out there, lay it out there. This is time to start advertising something or putting something on display, because in perfect harmony, this is almost like being on stage about something. The lion over here is about being in the spotlight because it's like Leo, right? So this is about being in the spotlight, illuminating whatever it is that you have been working on, putting it out there in the public to be viewed, to finally, like, this is, the best way I can describe this is like, if you're waiting in like a theater and this is like when the curtains draw back, right? You're ready to display something. This could be yourself, it could be an idea, a project, whatever it is that you've been working on. It's time to put the finishing touches on it, and if you need to add anything else to it, now's the time to do it, but this is also time to just, it's time to sing your heart out. It's time for the performance rather than the practice. This is time to really put all those efforts out into action, okay? So that's the first few messages that I'm getting from here. We also do have this card here that says Labyrinth. So let's just read this out for a second. It says transition to a higher level of being, okay? So this is all about a transition. It's no longer time to just like keep strutting along and keeping things on the back burner or keeping them, you know, hidden away from, you know, just keeping your, you know, your ideas to yourself. It's time to really go to that higher level of being. It's time to make that transition, have this new beginning where you're just like, okay, I'm putting it out there. And it also says raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. So if you guys have felt confused, because Labyrinth is also like you're walking through a bit of a maze. So if you're confused about certain things, this is now time. basically to take a higher view on it. Your guides are saying that they have this higher view of whatever you're walking through, even though it might look confusing and you're not really sure how it's going to pan out or how it's going to look. Your guides and your spirit guides have this higher level view, almost like they're viewing a maze from an airplane, and they're like, oh, I know exactly how to get through here. I'll tell you exactly where to go. So I think that they're going to be giving you signs right now, as long as you're willing to enter it. Yes, it might look like a maze and you're like, I don't know the end goal. Like maybe you have your end goal in mind, but you don't know how to walk through it and you don't really know what steps to take. They're letting you know that they're walking you through it. They have that higher level of view. They're going to be giving you the signs, the synchronicities to look out for. Like, look out for numbers, especially if the number 1 has been popping out to you lately. Music, like words and music might be popping out to you. Things like that. So look out for certain signs, symbols, and synchronicities, because they're walking you through this path and they're cheering you on. They're like, yes, let's do it. Let's go for it. You have their full support right now. Okay. And then we also have this card, Fairy Magic, which is respectfully work with the fairies and the elementals to achieve your goals. So this is basically saying that, yes, they are with you right now. They're giving you those signs and symbols and synchronicities to help walk you through. And it's very interesting because if we look at the symbols on these 2 cards, let me focus in on them. The labyrinth over here, that's kind of like this maze, right? And then if you look at this card, all of a sudden it's all figured out and it's in perfect harmony. So Fairy Magic, respectfully work with the fairies and the elements to achieve your goals. So as long as you just keep listening to those signs and synchronicities, look how easy this path is to navigate and to walk through. It's just very simple, right? So yes, it might look like there's a lot in front of you, but your guides, angels, ancestors, all of them are just like cheering you on. They're like, no, we got you, girl, or guy, whatever gender that you are. I know I always say girl sometimes because I feel like most of my audience is women, but I see you guys there too. Love you guys. Love you all. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take our tarot cards and let's shuffle some of these tarot cards into this reading for you guys. So pile number 1, let's see what we get for you guys. And look at also this spiral energy. We have a lot of spiral energy for you guys right here. Even this instrument has this spiral energy, okay? So there's a path being laid out in front of you guys. So we have the 3 of Cups right here. Let's see what else we get. Ooh, look at what we have here. We also have the 9 of Cups. This is getting a wish granted. So whatever you guys are thinking about right now, now is a time to go a little bit more inward and not really focus too much on like other people's opinions, okay? So that's what I'm getting from this 3 of Cups being reversed. And maybe you guys are shy to like celebrate your success thus far, but celebration is yet to come. You guys are accomplishing goals. This is about dreams coming true, wishes coming true, all that jazz. We do also have the 5 of Pentacles being reversed. So this might be something that is a little bit more of there might be a little bit of collaboration from other people. You guys might also be inspired to do a lot of this on your own as well, so that could be definitely a thing. Also with that 10 of Cups being reversed, this might be definitely a bit more of a solo journey where you guys have to do a lot of it on your own. It's very interesting because we also have the Emperor over here and also the King of Wands. So King of Wands is very much Leo type of energy over here. We have a lot of that Leo energy, putting stuff on display, things like that. I do see a lot of this like solo effort. This is time for you guys to hunker down and just put some work in. And it might require you to like say no to friends a little bit here and there, say no to other obligations and stuff, to just kind of hunker down and be in your own element, to like work on whatever this thing is that's really got you inspired right now. And this is going to put you to a level of a lot of success. The Emperor and the King of Wands, it's like this really has the potential to put you into a very high success place in whatever this project is. Like this is some good stuff, okay? I'm loving this reading so far, you guys. Pile 1, wow. Okay, lots of good energy over here. So let's see what else we get. So very interesting. We have another spiral over here. Some more spiral energy for you guys. Lots happening with the spirals, pile 1. So let's see what else we get for you guys. Okay. So we have blindfold. So this is the card that comes up and I look at it as like, you don't know the whole story yet and that's fine, but we're gonna take your hands and walk you through. We just need to take the first step. So that's what I see when I look at that card right there. We also have change. So if you feel like there's certain boundaries on you right now, not to worry, that's fine. You're going to be walked through this whole thing. And so this is also about just like really hunkering down and dedicating yourself to something. So instead of like putting it on the back burner or whatever, this is about really just chaining yourself up to the goal that you have in mind and just being like, this is it. And even though you have a blindfold, even though you might not see the whole path, just having that trust, like, okay, I'm dedicated to this thing and let's go for it, okay? And then also, if you feel like there's certain restrictions around you, this is also a card to let you know not to worry, because those restrictions, they will fade away. As long as you just keep moving, you keep walking forward, I think that you will find ways to get past all of the current restrictions that you might have. We do also have the staff over here, which reminds me of a lot of fire sign energy. This is also new beginnings as well. This is having a lot of magical ability within you. So there's a lot of inspiration. As long as you guys follow that inspiration and you guys just keep going on that hike up that mountain, you guys will make it to the top, okay? We also have the Ram, which is a lot of Aries energy. So this also talks about new beginnings. It's the first house, the first sign of the zodiac. And so this is, yeah, taking action. This is hugely just about, let's take the action. Let's do it. Let's have that vision. Let's jump right into it. So that's what the Ram signifies. We also have the Scales right here, which is Libra type of energy. So this is, you know, there's times where you might have to get help from other people. There's times that we might have to get a little bit of help from them, but I also see this as mostly a solo journey. But I do think once in a while, you're going to need a bit of a team with you to help make these plans really start to move into action. There's gonna be certain relationships that are probably quite important in this. Okay, and we also might have to weigh out some pros and cons at times. We might have to like really just focus on a plan and things like that, make a plan and put it into action. We do also have the grapes right here, which signify a lot of abundance. So this has a potential to have and create a lot of abundance for you, whatever this project is that you guys are thinking about, and whatever your guides are talking about right here. This has the potential for a lot of abundance, has the potential to be very fruitful for you. And then we also have pathway. So this is about, maybe you don't know the whole pathway yet, but they're making a pathway. This pathway is going to be carved for you. You know, and sometimes we need to make bridges over certain things so we can go in certain directions, right? So your guides are letting you know that yes, you might not see the whole path yet, because the path isn't fully built yet, but as you keep walking forward, this is how you build the path. Because sometimes if you know that there's like an obstacle in the way, or you're like, oh, I don't really know how to get there because there's this problem, you know, you might have these certain obstacles. So that's what the chain kind of represents, and certain limitations that you might feel right now. But if you keep walking, all of a sudden, that's where you'll find your solutions as well, because then you come across exactly what the obstacle looks like. And once we know exactly what that obstacle looks like, then we're like, okay, now I know how to fix it. But you need to get to the goalpost first before you can fix it, right? You can't fix it when you're like miles away. You can't fix the problem when you're miles away from it, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our astrological cards as our last few cards that we're gonna pull out for this reading for you guys, and let's see what else we get. So messages from your spirit guides at this time. So we have Saturn, dedication, you guys. Saturn is all about putting in the work. So yes, this is like Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy. This is about dedicating yourself to something. If there's a big mountain in front of you, this is about grabbing all that you have and just going up it and putting in the work and that dedication. Dedication is huge with Saturn. So Saturn is literally like the only way to get there is if you keep walking, but we need to keep walking in order to make it up that mountain. You're not going to make it up by sitting at the bottom debating how it's going to happen. You're only going to get to the top if you just take those first few steps and then you keep going and you keep going. No matter how tall that mountain is, you will eventually get up it if you keep walking. So this is all about that dedication. They're wanting you to dedicate to it. Okay, let's see what else we get for you guys. Pile one. We also have the 10th house, which is Capricorn. Lots of Capricorn energy in these astrology cards right now. So with the 10th house up here, this is really about putting in dedication. I think that they're mostly talking about career for you guys, because Saturn in the 10th house mostly are about career most of the time. And kind of the vibes that I'm getting from here is some sort of career project for the most part for you guys that they're encouraging right now. It could be a climb in many other different directions. This could be, you know, working on yourself, things like that, whatever the case is. But mostly this deals with career. So I'm definitely saying that, or I'm definitely feeling like this is mostly what they're talking about here, but I think that there's a lot of potential for abundance in this area as long as you keep climbing. The 10th house is also can be like where we find our fame and fortunes as well. And then we also have Pisces coming up. So whatever it is that you guys are dreaming about, this could deal with media, having to be creative with revealing something. Yeah, because it does deal a little bit with that media as well, or whatever that you're dreaming about in your mind, making those dreams, the actual manifestation of them, of those dreams, is going to be, that's in the cards for you guys. That's all I can say. It's in the cards for you guys, pile number 1. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it was accurate for you. Let me see if I can see anything else in these cards before we hop off of this reading. Let's see what else we can find in here. So yeah, this is definitely about some recognition for you guys. So the Emperor and the King of Wands is definitely about being in the spotlight, or having a project that you're working on, having that go into the spotlight and stuff like that. Libra, which is the 7th house, can also talk about that as well, especially since we also have the 10th house right here. So that's very interesting right there. We also have a lot about the spotlight with that Lion card that came up. So yeah, this is all about taking action. We have to take the first step. This is really about encouraging you guys to take that first step, and just putting it out there, being vulnerable, but having the confidence. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 1. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys have not already, and if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, group number 2. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, pile number 2. Here's what we got for you guys. So we have Smoke and Mirrors right here. We have Willing Release. We have Trinket 5, which we'll talk about that in a second. We also have Goddess right here. So what I'm getting from this, Smoke and Mirrors and Willing Release kind of have the same sort of vibe of there's something that might be kind of confusing for you right now. It could be with love, it could be with career. There's just kind of like this sort of like Smoke and Mirrors is this, we're looking for an answer. We're trying to find out what the outcome of this looks like, but it's kind of up in the air right now. And we're like, I don't really know what's in front of me, okay? So this could be dealing with career. It could be dealing with your love life. We also do have manifesting money and income, so we'll talk about this in a second. But that makes me feel like this might be a question about money or career right now. It might be a confusing time for you regarding that, or even, like I said, dealing with love. And the fact that we have this willing release, this is about letting go of the worries right now. So the message from your spirit guides is like, they're acknowledging that right now might be a confusing time. And this also has a numerology of 6 on it. And this one right here has a numerology of 4. So the 4 is about this solid foundation. So what your guides want you to know is that they got you. There is a solid foundation, even though you do not see it right now. Like, it's not really seen, but they're wanting you to know to let go of these worries, because manifesting money and income is going to be coming your way, okay? And money and income can also just resemble energy, or like having like security, so there's nothing to worry about. So what they want you to know is that there's nothing to worry about. Even if this is about love life and romantic stuff, they're wanting you to know that it's okay to let go, because there is security that is coming your way. It might not be in the way that you thought, but it is coming your way, and I do think it's going to come in more an unexpected way. And the number 6 that we have in this card right here, 6 energy, is about things that are in harmony, okay? And things that they're going to work out. So there is a harmonious outcome to this. They're wanting you to know that they have your back, as long as you just let go of the fear, let go of whatever's making you feel confused right now. Being able to just let go of whatever outcome that you had in mind, because there's going to be an unexpected outcome coming your way that's going to be very positive and very good, okay? So that is what I'm seeing right here off the bat at first. Just like, even though you're walking through the fog right now, it's okay. Your spirit guides can see through all of that, and they can just guide you through it. So just ask for their guidance, look out for those signs, synchronicities, and symbols, because they'll be helping you walk through it and guide you through it, okay? So Trinket 5, manifesting money and income, we talked about that a bit. So yes, I do think that the answer is coming your way very shortly. I don't think you're gonna have to worry too much longer. I do think that the answer is coming your way, whether that be in the form of actual literal money, or in the form of just some sort of security and things like that. Then we do also have this Goddess card, which is healing feminine energy. So right now is about a healing time. So you'll notice that certain things might be falling away, willing release, certain things like might be leaving your life, and things like that. But that's also a sign of whatever you've been trying to manifest coming in. Sometimes we have to release the old, right? If we're sitting in our home, right? Let's use this metaphor. If we're sitting in our home and we're asking for new furniture, and then all of a sudden our old furniture gets taken away and we're freaking out. We're like, oh my God, I just lost this thing and it's gone. And now I'm sitting in my house and I don't have like a bed anymore and I don't have a couch. Like what's going on? You know, it's a stressful time, but because of the fact that we've been asking for this new furniture, the universe is now taking away the old stuff because it's like, okay, if you want a remodel of your house, let me make these circumstances. We're going to lose all the old stuff so we can make room for the new stuff. And so sometimes when we're manifesting something, we'll notice that other things tend to fall away. And that's because it's making room for your manifestation to come. So just know that that's what's coming. So I think that that is the message right here. The main message from your guides and spirits and ancestors and angels right now is that, yes, the fog is there. I know you're not seeing the whole picture. There's certain things might be, you know, falling away from your life. It's time to let go of a lot of the outcomes because right now you're about to manifest the big stuff, okay? It's coming, it's on its way, right? So with that being said, also fives might stand out to you guys. We do have this 555 happening right here. So fives might be something that's standing out to you. And also this is the symbol of manifestation. So manifestations are definitely on their way to you guys, okay? As long as you just heal the old, let go, have a release of the old stuff that is falling apart right now and heal all that stuff. Because right when you're done healing from releasing the old, that is when this new stuff is gonna be coming in, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle these tarot cards. Let's see what else we get for you guys. So we have the moon. Ooh, that is like one of the most perfect cards to come up in this reading right now. Let's get some other cards before we get into what that means right there. Let's see for you guys. So pile number 2, what do we got for you guys? Okay, we'll get into these in just a second. So the moon right here, let me put this card closer to you guys. Let's see. Let's hold it up like this. So the moon comes up when, again, we're walking through the fog. Our path is not illuminated. We can't really see the full path in front of us. That's what the moon is, right? Because when you're walking out in the moonlight, it's harder to see the road. And so this also talks about that illusion, but it's an illusion, right? Because it's not that the road isn't there. The road is there. The solid foundation is there. Everything that you want is still there. It's just we can't really see it right now because we're walking through a momentary fog or a momentary nighttime period where we're, you know, having to let go and having to heal. The moon is all about that feminine energy, about healing. So right now is a healing time for you guys of, you know, letting go, but it's all an illusion because right when the sun comes back out, all of a sudden we can see everything clearly again, and all of a sudden the abundance starts flowing, and all of a sudden the plants start growing again and all that kind of stuff, right? But we're going through that momentary period of nighttime where things are a little bit more confusing. We cannot see everything the way that we normally can, and it might be a confusing time, but this is all about that inner healing. Our bodies heal at night when we sleep, right? So now's a time to get a little bit more sleep, and now's a time to focus on your dreams as well, because your guides might be communicating with you through your dreams. If you look at them symbolically, and metaphorically, you'll see that there might be hidden messages there as well. So keeping a dream journal might be very important. Also looking out for signs and synchronicities and just trusting the process. So the moon coming up means that over there. We also have the 2 of Wands being reversed. So now's a time not to begin to take action, but this is a time of healing. This is a time of replanning and going back to the drawing board and realizing that maybe we need to kind of adjust our plans a little bit because maybe we were hanging on to that old furniture even though we're trying to manifest the new furniture, but we still are way too attached to it. So we need to detach. We need to have that willing release. We need to detach, go back to the drawing board and really define what it is that we want, what the outcome is that we want, and then we can go and then take action. But right now the 2 of Wands is reversed because we need to go back to the drawing board a little bit and clarify what it is that we want, get into alignment with that and trust the process that the universe is then bringing that, okay? And then we also have the 5 of Wands being reversed. So you're gonna notice that right now might be a time of a little bit of a conflicting energy because maybe you're asking for a specific outcome and you're realizing that certain things are falling away and you're like, but this isn't how I pictured it. So it's adding a little bit of chaotic energy, but it's because whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, okay, we need a clear plan of the outcome that we want. We need to have a very clear idea. We need to put that in our heads and realize that that is possible for us. And then we also need to accept the chaos that happens there on out, because when manifestations come in, they come in unexpectedly. They come in unexpected ways that we could have never imagined, okay? So the universe usually needs to make all these shifts happen first in order to create that pathway. So sometimes, you know, when we are, you know, trying to go from point A to point B and we're noticing all these obstacles in front of us, the universe is then destroying these obstacles. And we have to realize that we need to detach from them. We need to detach from all that because they have the perfect goal in sight for us. They have the perfect manifestation that we've been asking for. But yes, it's going to require a shift in a lot of different things. So certain things are going to, like I said, fall out of your life. They might end up being a little bit chaotic, but we just have to go with the flow of it. We have to understand, we have to allow, we have to release and let go of trying to control that, because it's the universe adding in this divine energy and they're shifting up things to make it work out for you. So your guides and angels, they want you to know that. Your spirit guides are like, yo, we got it under control. Just let go of control, release it. Because when the Five of Wands comes up reverse, this can be that we're trying to control the situation too much. And when we try to control a chaotic situation, it gets worse. But when we decide to let go of the chaos, it gets a bit better, okay? So then we also have the Page of Pentacles being reversed. So this is about, they want you to have a really sure and solid plan, because it sounds like right now you guys might not know fully or have the full picture understood about what it is that you guys want to manifest. So they're like, we're trying to work with you here, but you need to define very clearly what it is that you want. Okay? No more of this confusing, like I kind of know what I want, but not really, I don't know, like whatever. Realize that you can create anything. And if you could create anything, what would you create? So write that down and make it clear and claim that. Then we also need to allow ourselves that willing release again, because we have the Eight of Cups right here. So the Eight of Cups is about allowing yourself to walk away from the old life that you've built up and welcome in the new. This is about walking into the unknown. Yes, you might not know the whole path, but if you're wanting change, if you're wanting to manifest some big stuff, we need to be able to let go of the old and then welcome in the new, because that's the only way to welcome in that new, okay? And then we also have Knight of Pentacles. Woo! So you guys will have it all figured out. This path requires dedication and patience when we have the Knight of Pentacles coming up. So this is about, yes, okay, have a clear image of what you want, define what that is, and then all of a sudden, yes, we're on the path. It is coming. We need to have a bit of patience with it, because the universe needs to rearrange itself in order to accommodate this new path, this new thing that we're manifesting, this new life that we want. So everything will begin to shift around you in order to accommodate that and create that world for you. But have that patience and have the dedication to hold on to that vision no matter what, okay? Because it is happening for you. Have that trust. It is happening. It is curating. It is in the incubator. It is coming alive, okay? Have the trust and the patience. So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle these cards right here, and let's see what else we get for you guys. Pile number 2. Let's see what cards we get. I'm definitely feeling that one. Okay, so we have Fire. This is about your burning passions. What are you really passionate about? Some of you guys might be a fire sign. We also have Globe, which is having a clear picture of what it is that you want. We also have the Crown coming up. So yes, this is about you wearing the crown and realizing that you are the creator of your reality. Your guides want you to know that you are the creator of it. You're wearing the crown. They see that. They know that. The world is your oyster, okay? You can create whatever it is that you want, but realize that certain things need to shift in order. It's like doing home renovations, right? It's gonna be chaotic at first. I mean, they need to tear down the whole thing in order to rebuild it the way that you want it to be, but that's the only way that it is going to become the way that you want it to be, because sometimes just slapping on a paint job doesn't really fix the problem, right? So your guides, your angels, the universe is looking at you like, okay, if you're wanting to create this life, we do have to tear down what you currently have, and we need to have a willing release of that, you know. And we also have that Fire card coming up. So what is it that gets you ignited and passionate? And follow that inspiration, but realize that certain things do need to crumble, because this also talks about the fire that's within. The fire that's within can destroy, but then also replenish as well, because fire is one of the elements that we absolutely need. And sometimes forest fires are very beneficial. And I mean this metaphorically, okay, guys? But sometimes forest fires can be beneficial because it adds nitrogen back into the soil and all those different nutrients that are very good. And then all of a sudden the forest becomes way greener, whereas it couldn't really grow too much before, because all the plants are now, they've took all the nutrients out of the soil. But then when you have like a forest fire, which is nature's natural way of replenishing the soil. So this is a metaphor to look at your life, that sometimes things get very chaotic because it's replenishing you. It's replenishing your energy, and it's also tearing down the old so that it can build the new and make way for the new. So the world is your oyster, my love. We also have that crown in there. It's okay. So they realize that, yes, they want you to know that you are the creator of your reality. So don't worry. You've created all this thus far. Don't be afraid. Like, yes, they hired the team of the house terror downers, whatever they're called. They hired the construction team. They've gone to work. So just trust the process. Okay. Let's see what else we get in this reading for you guys. Pile number 2, we have the Ascendant and Juno coming in. So this is about your trajectory with Ascendant. This is also character building as well when this card comes up. So certain things here are character building that are preparing you for the future that you want and creating you and morphing you into the strong personality that you need to be in order to withstand this creation that you're trying to manifest. So for example, this is just an example. If you're trying to manifest becoming a CEO, but right now you're like a very sweet, gentle, kind person, which is good. That's not a bad thing. But if you're trying to become a CEO, you do need to character build yourself into somebody who's very good at holding boundaries, very good at commanding a group of people and leading a group of people, right? And so sometimes we need to build up those personal characteristics in order to be able to become the person that can withhold the vision and the manifestations that we're trying to manifest, right? So this is the character building. They're right now building you into the character that you need to be. This is building you into somebody who's a bit tougher and someone who really knows what they want, who has that motivation and the passion. Okay, so nothing in the universe is an actual test. I know a lot of people say that the universe likes to test you. It's not a test. It's character building. They're putting you through a lesson, okay? So it's not a test. It is them giving you, and also you attracting to yourself, the important lessons that you need in order to build yourself up to the person that is capable of these manifestations. Okay, we also have Juno in here, which is a little bit of character building as well, and also attracting you to the right group of people. So it could be even friendships, lovers, partnerships that fall away and don't work out, and it's because they are eradicating the things that no longer serve you on this new path that you're creating and creating new ones for you. So anytime that something falls away, it must be replaced by an energy that does suit us. Anytime something falls away, it's because it no longer resonates with us, and it will be replaced by something that does. Okay, let's get one more card from here for you guys. Pile number 2, let's see what we have. Messages from your spirits. Full moon, the completion of old phases. What a perfect way to end you guys off. Pile number 2. So yes, this is the completion of an old cycle, the completion of an old phase. Full moon. This is coming to the full completion of the old. We also have the moon right here in the full moon. So yes, it could be an unknown, confusing, foggy time, but that's an illusion. The sun is going to come right back out. This is a necessary time to heal, to let go of the old so that we can manifest the money and the income, so we can do the character building of who we need to become in order to be the person that has these manifestations and can withhold them and withstand them and support them. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 2. I hope this reading resonated for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys have not already. And if you guys do choose to subscribe, I'll see you guys in my future videos. Sending you guys all my love, and yes, bye. All right, pile number 3. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, all about a message from your spirit guides. So let's hop right into it. Wow, pile 3. Okay, message from your spirit guides. Here are the cards that start us off. We have Sacred Reverence, we have Endless Possibilities, Triple Moon, and the Power symbol. Whew. So what I'm seeing here for you guys is this awakening of your inner power that's happening right now. I see these energetic upgrades that are coming down from your spirit guides, where they're just kind of like, you know, giving you energetic upgrades in your cells, in your DNA. They're awakening these inner talents that you guys have, but it's coming through this self-love for yourself, realizing that your body is this sacred temple, is what I'm seeing in here. And we have this key that's kind of unlocking the world right now. So what they want you to know is that there is endless, ooh, I'm getting such an inspiring message right now. There is such an unlimited potential for you. Endless possibilities being our next card totally just supports that of what I'm feeling from this card right here. But this key in the world is like your hands hold the key. Like there's some magic that's being awakened in you guys right now for you guys to have this unlimited possibility for your future of whatever that you guys want to create. Okay, there's this power that's awakening in you guys right now. This is all about, though, taking care of your body. It is going to be very important for you guys to have a little bit of alone time, to begin to just really start to take care of yourself, love yourself, eat the proper foods, learn a little bit more. I'm hearing like learning more about like plants, the world, things about the world, because there's a big part that I think that you guys are going to play in this world. I think the footprint that you guys leave in this world is going to be pretty significant, and they are wanting you to know that there is endless possibilities for you here. So you cannot make any wrong choices, and they want you to know right now that there is no wrong choices for you. You can do anything with your life, okay? As long as you do it out of the good of your own heart, things that resonate with your heart, okay? Things that resonate with you. I think that somehow you are going to be, you know, helping the world in some way. I think that there's I'm getting that there's just this big energy for you, and there's a lot of potential in you. It really just depends what you desire to do. It doesn't mean that you need to, you know, leave the biggest footprint on the world in order to fulfill your purpose. It's anything for you guys. Like there's unlimited power within you guys. We also have this cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. So that's making me feel like right now your spirit guides want you to do cleanses, take care of your body, so eat good foods, watch what you're consuming and things like that, because right now it's like as you're going through these like awakenings and things like that, it is so vital to have a very like healthy temple. Your body is your temple, right? So it's time to take care of that. They want you to know that it's time to take care of that a little bit more and really focus in on those things. We also have this triple moon right here, which is embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine, and I need glasses to really read this whole thing, the divine and the earthly. So we have a lot of this earth energy happening in these cards right now. So embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So yeah, somehow you guys are meant to leave your mark on the world in some sort of way, and this endless possibilities. You could do this in multiple different ways. You could fulfill this in multiple different ways. We're gonna add some more cards on here to find out a little bit more, but I'm just getting this message for you guys that now is the time to just really meditate, go within, act on those inspirations that you have, whatever your heart's calling you to do. Even if you're confused about what that is, that's fine. Just your energy of being on this planet, your presence on this planet is so important, because your energy is what is inspiring to other people, okay? So your energy is going to be what is inspiring. So even if you don't know what you're doing yet, that's fine. Just keep being you and just do the things that like make you feel good, okay? So very interesting message so far. I feel like this is spiritual awakenings hugely, is that you guys are going to be going on the spiritual awakening. And sometimes not all spiritual awakenings have to be bad, you guys. There's a lot of memes going around these days of like spiritual awakenings being like so like scary and stuff like that. No, not all of them are like that. Definitely some of them are like that, but not all of them. I'm seeing this really beautiful spiritual awakening though for you guys, of just this like awakening of your inner power. And we also have this flower bouquet that's coming up. So this is the blossoming. This is you guys blossoming. So your spirit guides want you to know you're approaching a time of like really blossoming into this new chapter, into this new sense of self, into more of your purpose. Okay, so that's going to be blossoming over the next like little while for you guys. That's the phase that you guys are entering right now, and they are fully supporting you. They're here with you. I think that you're going to get a lot more inspirations this year than you ever have in your previous years. We also have the horse coming up, which is all about freedom. So this is unlocking more keys to your freedom, to feel more like your inhibitions have gone. You have more confidence. I see travel for you guys when I look at the horse over here as well, and the worldly energy that we have over here. So some of you guys might get inspirations to travel a lot. We also have house, so this is finding out where you really belong. This is also your inner temple as well, so this can also be talking more about your body, or just more about what you guys, where you guys want to be, where you guys want to be planted and things like that. It could also be that you have a very like freeing home life. You're manifesting a very freeing home life in the next little while. We also have cloud over here. also talks about freedom, and also talks about all the different weather that happens and things like that. So this cloud is like kind of like washing away some of the old. So now's a cleansing time, spiritual awakening through a time of like cleansing out. Also, what numbers do we have on here? We have a 3 and an 8, which is a master number 11 over here. And we also have a 4 and a, which is another master number 11. Whoo, you guys. This is a time of awakening talents hugely. We have 2 master number 11s on those cards. Oh my goodness. Pile number 3. Now's the time of you literally stepping into your power. So you'll notice over the next 2 years is what I'm really feeling. Over the next 2 years, you are going to step more into your power than you ever have before. Your guides, your angels, your spirits are here to let you know that. This is literally your time of blossoming. You guys might move somewhere over the next 2 years, or notice that, you know, you detach from your home life quite a bit, and maybe you're out and about quite a bit. But now's the time of really starting to find yourself in your place in the world and awakening those inner talents and things like that. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take out some tarot cards for this reading for you guys. So pile 3, messages from your spirit guides. We have the sun coming up. Wow, this also indicates travel, stepping into your power, stepping into your self-confidence, awakening inner talents that you didn't even realize that you had. This is when the curtain gets revealed and you're like, oh, I can do that, or I have this inspiration. This is really about really awakening who you're meant to be. Okay, so that's going to be happening over the next 2 years for you guys. I think it'll take 2 years to fully reach its like peak and completion. We also have the 6 of Cups right here. So yeah, this is awakening some inner talents that you guys have. That is for sure. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This also could be like awakening, yeah, an inner side of yourself, healing some stuff from the past as well could be happening right now. There could also be people from the past that end up kind of coming back into your life, maybe reaching out to you, things like that. Let's see what else we get over here for you guys. Let's see. We have the Hangman. So this is a time of taking a little bit of a pause as well, because there's a lot that's going to be happening, but it's going to be happening mostly internally. Over the next 2 years. This is mostly an internal change that's happening for you guys. So let's see what else we get over here for you guys. Pile number 3. Death. So yes, this is a huge transition that you guys will be going through, a huge change, a huge awakening of who you really are. Maybe this is even like saying goodbye to who you used to be. We also have the Page of Pentacles coming up right now, and I really feel like all these cards need to be upright. I'm just feeling that message for you guys. So Page of Pentacles, there's this new beginning. We're learning new things. You guys are going to get inspired to maybe study a new craft, explore a new talent or hobby, or make this talent or hobby into more of a career for you guys. There's really something new blossoming here, this new pathway that's coming out. And it's really like you guys are unlocking your inner potential. Your inner potential. You're realizing that you have a lot more energy. It's almost like bringing back the energy that you had when you were a kid, and realizing that like, whoo, there's a lot here, and all of a sudden there's this new inspiration that's coming in, and it feels really, really good, okay? So, whoo, pile number 3. Lots of change, lots of blossoming. We also have a flower that's right on this death card as well. So it's literally blossoming into this, like, this is, death card means that there's an end of the old you and the blossoming of a new you. So that is what's going to be happening for you guys over the next 2 years. And so what your guides, spirits, and angels want you to know is now's the time to really take care of yourself. Because if you're blossoming into a new you, now's the time to feed yourself the good fuel, because what you eat literally does rebuild your cells and become your cells. So watch out what you're eating, because right now you're blossoming into a new you. So it's time to eat healthy. It's time to focus on your body, your inner well-being, things like that. Because yeah, now's the time of literally coming out of your shell, and it's almost like you've been in a shell your whole life, and now's the time to like birth out of it. And it's like, whoo. Okay, so look at the 2 cards that we get coming. We have Leo. We also have, ooh, the 11th house. So Leo, this is about being in the spotlight, awakening your inner self-confidence. This is your inner child as well, which is the 6 of Cups right there. And awakening just like the things that make you really inspired, the things that make you feel like a kid again. You're just like, ooh, I'm so excited about this. You're so giddy about it. It's like this new beginning. So 6 of Cups can also symbolize this new beginning, because we feel like we're starting something new that we haven't really explored a lot before. So it's kind of like you feel like a little kid again because you're on this new journey. You're doing things that you haven't ever done before, and it's really inspiring. You're learning new things. You're starting new projects and stuff like that. We also have the 11th house right here. So this is about humanity, the world. We have a lot of like worldly cards in here. So it's very Aquarian because we also have this one that looks like the world on it too. Okay, so there's lots of like worldly-esque cards coming up. The 11th house is that, literally focuses on humanity in the world, your footprint that you leave behind in the world, and the things that you inspire the world with, the knowledge, the imprints that you leave, stuff like that. I'm gonna put these cards to the side over here. We're gonna try to get one more here for you guys. So pile number 3, what else do your spirit guides want you to know at this time? I'm feeling this one. So we have 9th house, definitely travels in the books for you guys. 11th house and 9th house, all these worldly kind of like cards coming up. There is definitely some travel in the books for you guys. Pile number 3, I do see some definite travel, new philosophies, learning new things, putting your hobbies into action, putting your hobbies out into the world. Like something that you really enjoy doing is now going to be like revealed and offered to the world and things like that. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. My goodness. So pile number 3. You are going through a massive, massive transition, and it is going to be so good. It is going to be so beneficial. It's going to cause this whole new beginning, this whole new path for you guys. And it looks very, very positive. It's whole spiritual awakening, blossoming of yourself, upgrades in yourself, ascension of who you are, okay? So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, pile number 4. If you guys chose this one, this is going to be your reading, so let's hop right into it. Okay, so pile number 4, here is what I see for you guys. We have the star, deep breath, roots of abundance, and the elements, okay? So when I see the deep breath right off the bat, this makes me feel like a message from your spirit guides is they want you to take a deep breath. They want you to be able to relax a little bit more. Everything is going to be okay. This is about you getting a little bit more solid in your foundation with the roots of abundance over here, because you have the potential to attract the abundance, to have the stability that you need, okay? This is all about coming to a more calm, relaxed state as well, because everything is going to be okay. You have the potential to root yourself into abundance at any time, my love. Okay, pile number 4, you have that potential at any time. So now is the time to just be calm and meditate. Imagine yourself rooting into the earth. Imagine yourself rooting into the abundance of the earth, because abundance is everywhere. We have abundance in all forms, right? So root yourself to the abundance that you want to create, because you have that potential. There's also a massive spiritual element that I'm getting from this, but the number 2 over here reminds me of the 2nd house in astrology, which is all about that abundance, material abundance, and things like that. So if you guys want to have that material abundance, this is about letting go of the need for it. A deep breath. So focus on the abundance of energy. Focus on making yourself really happy, and you're going to notice that the physicality of it then gets reflected. So having gratitude for where you're currently at, so appreciating that energy attracts more of it, because whatever you are the frequency of, that is what you attract. If you are the frequency of fear of abundance or desiring abundance so badly. So if we have a desire a lot, we can end up attracting things still, but sometimes desire shows the energy of lack, because the only time that we ever have a desire for something is when we do not have something. So instead, if we focus on the feeling of gratitude instead, that is going to bring us more, because the feeling of gratitude says, oh, thank you. That means you've received something. So the more that you can have the feeling of gratitude and thankfulness, the more that you'll begin to receive things, because that is the energetic frequency of receiving stuff, right? So if you want to receive more, this is about being thankful and becoming fulfilled from within, right? So this card speaks about being fulfilled from within, is going to root you to physical abundance. That is going to make you the exact same energy as physical abundance, and then gifts are going to start pouring into your life, okay? We also have this card over here that says the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. So if you guys want that good luck and serendipity, it's the feeling of gratitude of having received that. So be thankful for the things that you have received thus far. And that is the energetic frequency of receiving more, okay? So then those are going to begin to pour into your life more, because everything starts out as energy. Thoughts are what become things, because the moment that you conceptualize something is the moment that you then have the potential to create it in this physical world. So everything starts out as energy. Everything is energy if you break it down to the subatomic level. All of it is energy, right? So if you can have the energy of gratitude, of having received things, that is going to cause more of that to come towards you. Then we also have the elements of fire, air, earth, and water combined to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. So this is about realizing that you're safe, you have security, right? Knowing that you're okay, you have foundation around you, the elements are around you, they can create anything at any time. The elements are the energy of creation and creating everything around us. So this is letting you know that you are rooted to that, you have that. This is about getting into alignment with that, right? Realigning yourself to all of those things. My love, pile number 4. So, looking good so far. We're also going to shuffle our tarot cards to get more in-depth information on this for you guys. So we have Hermit that's wanting to come out real quick. So this is going more within meditating a little bit more. They want you to meditate a bit more. We also have Page of Cups over here. So once you meditate more, this one came out first, so we're gonna put that one over here. So if you meditate more, if you go more within, taking a deep breath, look at this deep breath, this Hermit, they're almost like the same card, right? Because they're both about going within, meditating, taking some time, some quiet time for yourself. The more that you do this, all of a sudden you're gonna realize that that is gonna be what brings you these ideas that can root you to abundance. So your thoughts are a reflection of your energy as well, because you can never have a thought that is above your current energy. And just like I believe it was Einstein that said this, you will never find the solution from the same mental state that the problem was created. So if you're finding mental roadblocks or problems in front of you that you cannot find solutions for, this requires a change of energy. So if you go within, you meditate, you rebalance yourself, you ascend your energy level basically. And with that calmness, all of a sudden there's no dammed up river. Whenever we're frustrated, it's like damming up a river and we create all that resistance within us and we have no flow. Therefore, our thoughts are not in flow. We cannot find solutions to our problems. We don't have ideas that come out of nowhere. If we're looking for, what we desire to do or things like that, or a solution for this problem, we're never gonna find that if we do not change our mental state and raise our mental state. It's like going on an airplane and taking an above aerial view over top of mountains and realizing what's on the other side. When you're above it all, when you raise your mental state, you can see above as if you're flying over with an airplane, and then you can see all the easiest pathways to get to your goal. You can see everything so clearly and it's so available to you. But if you stay on the ground from where your current problem's at and you're staring at the mountain, you're like, I don't know how to get over that. What's even on the other side of the mountain? I don't even know, okay? If you stay in that state, of course you're gonna see the problem. And the problem is gonna be all that you see. But as soon as you just raise that mental state, you go on that airplane, you see it from above, you're like, oh, okay, I see. So it all comes from just being in a state of calmness, okay? Taking those deep breaths, seeing it from above, and all of a sudden you get these ideas, these quirky ideas. Page of Cups, all of a sudden he's walking around with a fish in his cup and everyone's like, where'd you get an idea to do that? It comes from the meditation state, because that is the raised state of consciousness. And then all of a sudden you get over your writer's block, because any blocks are just created because you're at a lower mental state anyway, which doesn't matter. It's not saying that you're any better or any worse from being at whatever mental state that you're at. They're all different states and they all have different purposes. They all serve us in all different ways. But if you guys want those solutions, you guys want those new ideas, it comes from that state. And then all of a sudden, look at that Page of Cups. He has ideas that no one's ever even thought of before. He gets these quirky ideas out of nowhere that everyone's like, huh? Right? And so he's the pioneer of all of these new ideas. Okay, so let's see what else we get for you guys. Pile number 4. We also have 3 of Cups coming up. So this is the time where we celebrate. All of a sudden there's going to be reasons to celebrate. This is also the feeling of gratitude, being able to celebrate because you've received something. So, I'm getting a message that your guides want you to take a deep breath and ask them for something, and they will provide. They want to prove to you that they're by you, that they're here. So take a deep breath and ask your guides for something. It can be anything. Even ask them that you want to see a purple flower. Whatever the case is, ask them that you want to see that they're there. So ask them for something. Make it believable for you though, okay? So make it slightly believable. Ask them even just for a vague gift. Just be like, send me something that it's gonna be undeniably a sign from you or a gift from you, okay? They want to be able to gift you something, okay? So ask for something. Okay. We also have the Four of Pentacles. This is letting go, okay? So the more that we hang on so tightly to things, the more resistance that we end up creating with the Four of Pentacles. This is about letting go, realizing that if you feel like you have to penny pinch, if you feel like you have to hang on to your resources so tightly, it's because you're afraid that they're going to leave, right? You're afraid that you're going to lose it all. You're afraid that you might lose control. You're afraid that you might lose your security and your foundation. If you live in that state of fear, you end up creating more of that energy around you. Look at all this energy that he's creating around him. He's creating that energy. But instead, if you just let go, you have the space of gratitude, the space of flow. That is the energy of things being able to flow to you, because the only people that sit there having that energy are the people in abundance. So if you connect with that abundance frequency, that'll be what then comes your way. Then we also have this card right here. This card, when it's upside down, this is about new blessings happening, where you feel like you aren't worried anymore. You're not living in fear. You're not living in a state of attracting the wrong thing. You're now in a state of attracting the right thing, okay? So let's see what else we get in our next deck of cards for you guys. Pile number 4. Let's see what else comes up for you guys. So we have ocean, waves, the waves of life coming in, the ups and the downs and things like that. The ebbs and flows of life is basically that card, okay? We also have lantern, which is just like the hermit right here. We also have ice. So this is about thawing the ice. Instead of holding on to things so tightly, it turns them to ice. All of a sudden they don't flow to us. All of a sudden we cannot enjoy what it has to offer. But instead, if you just let loose, you melt a little bit. We get the ocean, the ebbs and flows. Things start flowing your way. And we also have lantern, okay? So this is about going within, going on that deep meditative journeys and things like that, illuminating different things, because the deeper that we go, the new ideas that we come across, we need to illuminate the deeper parts of our mind, because that's where we get the ideas that are out of the blue, because we didn't see them before. So the answer lies within, but you need to take time to go within. Okay, explore your mind. If you explore your mind, that's where you're going to get answers that you never could have fathomed of before, okay, my loves? So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle our astrology cards, our last few cards for this reading for you guys, and let's see what comes up. So pile number 4, let's see, messages from your spirit guides. Let's see what we get over here. We have the first quarter moon. So this is about, you know, beginning new things. If we find ourselves stuck, this is where we find solutions, is during the first quarter moon. Then we also have the waning crescent moon, okay? Lots of cards feeling like they're wanting to, lots of energy in this reading, okay? And full moon, so completing a phase. So you guys are on the verge, you guys are on the journey of completing a phase. We also have that waning crescent. So this is coming back to the drawing board a little bit. Anytime that we reach a roadblock, sometimes we need to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes we need to take a deeper look at things, right? So that is what we're having over here, my loves. Let me see if I see anything else in these cards. Whew. Yeah, that looks like the message that we are seeing, and also the ebbs and flows. You think about the moon, which is our emotions. That's what pushes and pulls the tides of the ocean. This is about doing water manifestation as well. So some of you guys might notice that water manifestation is very beneficial to you, because this all deals with the moon and the ocean. So definitely go watch that video if you haven't already and you guys want to manifest some big stuff in your life right now. Also, I just looked at the ocean because I can see it from my window, and the waves are crazy right now. So that's kind of like this. Okay, so right now, if you have like a crazy ocean, things get murky, all this sand gets pushed up and we don't see things as well. But if we come back to that calm state, the hermit, we meditate, we go back to that calm state, that's when the ocean becomes like that crystal clear blue. You can see all the fishes below it and everything. So it's about returning back to that calm state to get the answers that you seek, and to also find the solution to whatever problems, to find that abundance again. Okay, you guys, the push and pull of the tides with the moon. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope that made sense for you guys. If you guys want to try out water manifestation, I highly recommend it. It's been my biggest, most effective manifestation method I've ever tried. So I'll have that video linked down below for any of you guys that are interested in it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And if so, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh my loves, pile number 5. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading from your spirit guides. So let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 5, here's what we have for you guys. We have Quieting the Mind, Shining Through, Triple Spiral, and Protection as our first few cards that we have off the bat. So what I'm really getting from this is that your spirit guides, the message that they have for you guys is that it is okay to have fun with life. Life is about having fun, okay? You are absolutely protected. There's no wrong choices that you can make. Okay, we have that protection card. They want you to know that they have your back. You are absolutely protected. They want you to go through life having fun. It's not, don't take it as seriously as you've been taking it. Life is a little bit serious now and then, yes, of course, but they want you to know that there's no wrong choices. You can shine through no matter what choice that you make in your life. There is always optimism. There's always good outcomes that you guys can reach, but as this is about having fun with it. So the way that you reach the best outcomes in any scenario is about having fun with it, acting upon any scenario in the best, most enlightening, lighthearted, exciting, optimistic, fun way that you can, the most passionate way that you can. So even if you're doing something that you don't really like, if you have to like drive to work or something like that, and you're like, I'm just sitting in these lights and I have to just sit here and drive, how can you make any moment in your life that much more passionate and that much more fun? And also through realizing that your life is here to just have experience and realizing the purpose of life. Life is just to experience, right? So just embrace all the experiences. Look at this card right here. This is so powerful. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Yes, sometimes life lessons are like, whoo, that's a bit, I need to take a little bit of a breath right now, right? Sometimes lessons in life give us those sort of emotions, but depending on our reaction to them will make them easier to experience or harder to experience. If we're sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to me, like, why is life so hard? Then yes, it's gonna feel a lot harder. But if we can return to that joyful state of like, okay, like this just happened, whoo, if you take it less serious and you realize that life is kind of like a video game a little bit, where you don't have to worry too much. You can create, just because you've done something in your past, just because whatever's happened, we have regrets, we have this, we have that, it's all just lessons at the end of the day, and you can turn anything around at any time. Okay, there's multiple different options at all times, and you are absolutely protected by your guides, angels, and ancestors. They got your back. They have no judgment on you. They're just like, girl, we support, or like, guy, we support. Sometimes I say girl because I think it's mostly women that watch my channel when I look at the statistics, but there is also men here too, so I want to acknowledge you. Thank you for being here. I love you too. But yes, quiet the mind, return back to the feeling of knowing that you're protected. There's no mistakes possible that you guys can make, because you can change anything at any time, right? You can shine through in any situation. You are a beautiful flower. You have light that is capable of shining through even the deepest of dark times, okay? So they want you to know that. We also have the number 5 here numerologically, and also the number 3. So this is about celebrations and also changing things up. So the 5 is here to let you know that you can change anything at any time, okay? The world is totally in the palm of your hands, and you can change that experience depending on how you react to it. And also change is inevitable, and you can just do anything at any time, okay? So they're really wanting you to know to relax a little bit more and have a little bit more fun with life, because in that fun, that is where you can joyfully learn life's lessons. You can just like take things a little bit more lightheartedly, just be like, ha ha ha, yes, 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 just start to enjoy it a little bit more, start to just have fun with it. Be like, oh yes, like I could talk about this endlessly and give endless examples on this, but this is basically the message, is just being able to like sit back, reflect, learn these things, but also realize that your light will just burst and shine through anything. I know I'm repeating myself a little bit right now, but I just feel like these are all really important messages. So let's get into our tarot cards. Let's see what else we get for you guys. So pile number 5. Messages from your spirit guides. Let's see what we get for you guys. Also feeling that one. Let's pull one more here. There we go. Perfect. So let's see what we get for you guys. It looks like we have the 4 of Swords right here. We also have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups did come out reversed. This is about replenishing your energy as well, because they're saying that sometimes you might get some anxiety, and it comes from not spending your energy in the right way, or spending too much of it in the wrong ways. So the Ace of Cups being reversed is sometimes when we might be spending our energy or not spending it enough, right? So sometimes we can get anxiety, or sometimes we can feel burnt out because maybe we're not giving ourselves enough time to relax and recuperate that energy. We're not giving ourselves enough time to just sit calmly and enjoy ourselves, because if we're spending our energy being so worried or getting so worked up over certain things, we're spending our energy on that, right? Because it's such an energy workout to be going through that. So this is about adding in a bit more relaxation into your life. Don't work too hard, because you're going to notice you're overspent and less inspiration is going to be overflowing with you. So that is a big thing right here. Oops, just hit my camera. But then we also have the Fool being reversed and the Knight of Swords being reversed. This is also about like just realizing that don't be so cautious, because the Fool being reversed can be someone who's overly cautious and not willing to take any risks, or not really willing to try something new because they're just overly cautious. And the Knight of Swords being reversed is also someone who's a bit overly cautious, or they jump into things right away without thinking about it, and then they kind of regret it because they're like, oh, I tend to just jump into things frivolously. So quieting the mind and doing some reflection to help think about certain things. Also let go and not take life so seriously, but also not, on the flip side, it can also mean not jumping into things too soon. Again, it is a general reading, so I'm putting out two different options over here, depending on like which side of the spectrum that you're on. It can hold both of those two different messages right here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle this deck of cards right here to get some more messages for you guys. So pile 5, let's see, we have the Tulip coming up, so it deals with blossoming and things like that. Let's see what else we have over here. We have the Blindfold being reversed. This is taking off the blindfold. So this is about quieting the mind so that you can see more clearly, make better judgment in decisions and things like that. Okay, we also have a card that fell on the floor, so let me go grab that. I swear to God that happens at least once. We had no cards falling on the floor this whole reading until just now. It always happens at least once. All right, so we also have the Crown, and then we also have the Angel Wings. So yes, this is you being the creator of your own reality with the Crown right there. This also reminds me heavily of Leo energy as well. We also have the Angel right here. This is realizing that as long as you have good intention behind things, it's all good. It's all good. You can change anything at any time. You have your guides, angels, and ancestors watching over you at all times. This is totally fine. You are absolutely protected, okay? This is also about blossoming, being able to take off that blindfold as well, to just be able to feel that freedom. Angel and blindfold being reversed. This is about freedom, opening up to the world and opening up to, being able to see a little bit more and not being overly cautious, not holding yourself back, realizing that you have wings. It is time to spread those wings. It is time to put on that crown and realize that this is all about, your life is about you, okay? And not in an egotistical way, but your life is about your experience. So what do you want to experience in life? What do you want to create? Don't be overly cautious. Don't be overly scared. Realize that you have the potential to do anything. So quiet the mind, recuperate that energy so that you have enough energy to go through in life. This is all about going through a little bit of healing by giving yourself more time to relax and recuperate, and also spend your energy properly. So if you guys have noticed that maybe you spend too much time recuperating, this can also be that maybe we need to spend our energy in more productive ways. Okay? So instead of going out and doing things in all the old patterns that we always used to do, even though they're not bringing us fulfillment, this is time to change up those things. Be a little bit more spontaneous. Be open to trying new things instead of just sitting there living life doing the same things over and over again, hoping for a different outcome. This is time to take control back into your life and be spontaneous. Do these different things, okay? Because that is the way that you're going to change the outcomes and change the reality of your life. So let's see what else we get with our astrology cards right here for you guys, pile number 5. Let's see what we get for you guys. As your messages from your guides and angels, we have the 4th house. This deals with your home life. So if you guys spend a lot of time at home, maybe you guys need to spend a little bit more time relaxing, but for some of you guys, maybe this is about getting up and out of your home a little bit. We also have ascendant, which is character building. This is all about the character that you have, and also being a little bit more spontaneous and going going forth the horizon, chasing the sun a little bit. So the ascendant can be about chasing the sun, chasing the morning, getting up a little bit earlier can also be something that the ascendant represents. And then also this new moon is about trying out new things. Guys, this reading is heavily about trying new things and changing up your life to not do the same things over and over and over again and hoping for a different outcome or hoping that your life is going to change. Your life will never change if you do not get up and do something completely differently. So take off that blindfold, spread open those wings. Look at that Knight of Swords. He's also got wings on him. So this is about jumping into new opportunities, jumping into new things, and keeping an open mind about it and being like, you know what? I intend to have fun over here. I intend to spend my energy on things that excite me, on trying these new things, of, you know, shining through. Let your light completely shine. Lose those inhibitions. It's time to like go out dancing. Ask that person to that dance. You know what I mean? Like that's this type of energy. Get up and let's do it. Let's gain that motivation instead of doing the same old all the time. Which energy looks better to you? Okay, guys, so it's time to chase the sun. It's time to get up and out of there. That is the message that I'm seeing heavily from your spirit guides right now, pile number 5. So I hope that's making sense for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I will see you guys in my next video. Sending all my love to you guys, okay? Bye.